Today, I'll be taking the slowest paths in Mario Kart World and seeing if I can still win a race. These are alternate routes that take longer than the usual routes you would normally take, but sometimes they can have advantages such as giving you extra coins, getting you a safe item box since nobody will be around you, keeping you safe from dangers all around, helping you avoid water, things like that. Sometimes they're just fun to take, and it is always a good time just changing it up and instead of taking the same lines, taking some unique ones. So here on Acorn Heights, I'm going to just stay to the right, because normally I'd go left. And I can still take the shortcut in a bit of a weird way. Let's see, I'll right trick onto this vine, right trick onto this leaf, and then if I can get on this wall, yeah, then I can take the shortcut on top of it. And I actually gained a few spots there, but I'm still pretty far back just because it took so long going right during that whole section.
Screw the rules.
And I just realized I was taking a shortcut. It's going to be hard to break the muscle memory of of the lines that I would normally take and the shortcuts I would normally take. So I'm going to not do that again on the last 2 laps, and I'm going to actually follow the rules of the video and actually take the weird, longer paths. Oh, the shock on the rail is brutal. It knocked me off the track. Okay, staying to the right again here. I'm playing in the Mario Kart World Worldwides online, and there's usually a bunch of intermission tracks. If I get them, I'll just edit out the intermission parts because nobody wants to watch that. That's just pretty boring. Oh, I missed. Oh, I might still get it. I still got it. I thought I had the wrong alignment for sure there. Wow, that made me up a bunch of spots. Oh yeah, I'm not supposed to take that. Oh my goodness, it's hard to think of that. I'll go wide here and put these boost panels so you don't do that. Anyway, there was a recent update to Mario Kart World where they made the 3-lap tracks slightly more likely to appear when you're playing in Worldwides, which is great because the update before that did exactly.
Can you say apple? Apple. Can you say banana?
Same thing. So, oh, I should have known there'd be bananas there. I'm taking that left rail because usually I would take the one on the right and trick over. But I'm still in a pretty good spot here. I just don't think I'm going to get any items, which is going to be tough. Maybe since I got knocked down, I'll just stay down here and get some items. Anyway, the second last update also made it a bit more likely they'll get 3-lap tracks. So maybe in like a year, they'll finally have bumped it up enough each update that we'll actually get 3-lap tracks quite a bit. We'll see. For now, I'm testing it out and seeing if I'm going to get them at a decent rate or not. I just passed a ton of people, but I only got 10th? 9th. Okay, time to take some weird lines on Mario Bros. Circuit. I'm playing as Fishbone today because I just unlocked him.
This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's also thanks to the recent update. They made it so that there's more UFOs, and when you get a UFO and you abduct the character, you can transform into them and unlock them. So I had been trying to unlock Fishbone by getting Kamek on Drybone's Burnout for so long. And then like the day of the update, I was able to just get Drybones from a UFO like so fast. It was awesome. So now I'm playing as him because I finally got him. I think there's a route coming up near the end here where I can go really wide and slow and take a rail on the right. So usually I would take the glider across because it's faster, but I'm going to take this weird rail here. My latest video showed this rail. My video last week was on the secret routes that nobody takes in Mario Kart World. So I had that route and a bunch of other routes. So if you want to check that video out, go ahead. But today I'm going to be implementing those routes into some races online. And there were some that I left out. So maybe we'll get a track that has a secret route that I didn't include in that video and I'll get to show you guys. On this track, I think it's just that ending one. You know, other than that, I'm not going to like go out of my way to drive off the track or do donuts or something. Like I'm still going to try to win the race. So I'm still going to take pretty good lines most of the time, but when there is an alternate path like this, I'm just going to take it and see what happens, see if I can still do okay while taking a weird path like that. I didn't right trick, but I made it anyway. Normally I would golden onto that shortcut, and I'm not sure if that's against the rules or not, like on the 3rd lap to take a shortcut to help me do better. I don't know. For now I'm just going to try to not take the usual cuts, even though I accidentally did on that first race. So I'm going to try to focus and not just let my muscle memory take over and start taking a bunch of weird shortcuts I'm not supposed to take. Okay. Now for something like this, I'm just gonna cut across here. That rail, it's gonna be way too slow on the third lap. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do is like take the alternate routes for most of the race. But on the third lap, if I take it, everyone will just pass me. So I don't think they're really third lap strategies, especially when they're at the end of the lap like that. I think that's a key aspect of implementing these long cuts, as I like to call them, is that you don't really do them on the third lap. Like unless you really need a double item box or you really need to avoid getting hit by someone, so you take it. But even then, you're taking a slower path, so people are just going to pass you and the race is about to finish, so it doesn't really make much sense on lap 3. So I think I'm learning that it's a good thing to do on lap 1 and 2, but on lap 3, I might just you just kind of have to send it and just take a shortcut. Unless you're so far ahead that you can take the long cut anyway, just for the aura farming. But this is an intermission, so I'm going to skip ahead to the last lap for you guys. And we're on Boo Cinema for 1 lap. And I got shocked instantly. So I know that I was saying that you wouldn't really take the long cuts on the third lap, but for an intermission, all you get is the last lap. So I'm going to have to take it on this lap, or else I won't really be taking the long cuts at all. So the only one I could think of on this track is there's a rail near the end. It was in the video from last week, where you ride the rail on the right and then you kind of trick across to the left. People don't usually take it, it is slower, but I'm going to hop on this rail and I'll slowly watch myself lose spots. It's going to be so sad. Trick across to here. I got an item, which is good. I'll use this coin box. Okay, it didn't cost me that many spots. Got some red shells. See if I can do anything with this. Oh, the boomerang got me. This is so over. Yeah. Not good. Okay, another intermission from Boo Cinema here to Acorn Heights. So I'll see you guys in a bit. See if I can do better than the disaster that was last race. Okay, we're back on Acorn Heights, and this time I am better prepared for the shock than I was on Boo Cinema. I have a Mega, just have to think about when to use it properly. Let's take this left rail again, just like I was before. This time I'm going to hop off the rail. Okay. Or not. I tried to hop off the rail and it sent me right back onto the rail. I'm going to use this Mega now and hope that there's a shock as I take my weird, weird lines. Oh, I missed the vine. I'm just going to send it through the cut. I won't take the vine shortcut though, how about that? There's not really any alternate paths other than that weird way of killing you both! Taking a shortcut up top. Yes! I hit them with the boomerang for third! Hey Nintendo, how about another one of those updates, please? How about you drop one, like, every week? Because I'm still just getting intermission tracks every time. Oh, I almost got squished there. Okay, that was very boring, those last few minutes. I'm glad you didn't have to watch that. But now we're back on the track, so let's see what we can do. I have a bullet here. I think I'm just going to use it now. I also have a golden at the end to take the shortcut, but I'm not supposed to take shortcuts. I'm supposed to take long cuts. There's one coming up here, so I'm going to stay to the right so I can get on this pole here. Oh, I got bumped. No! It's so chaotic, I figured it would be a little bit hard to get where I wanted to go. I really wanted to get up there for the long cut. That's a really good one, too, because you can avoid all the chaos below. I wouldn't have been able to avoid that shock, though. Alright, I have some mushrooms. Let's just take it across here. Nice. Another one. Another one. I feel bad because I'm not getting the chance to show you guys many long cuts. That's the whole point of this video. I think there's two issues. The first issue is I keep getting intermission tracks, which means I just have one lap to hit the long cut, and if I get bumped, then there's no long cut. And the second issue is we are just getting tracks where there's like one. We're not getting tracks like Great Question Block Ruins where there's a bunch of different alternate routes you can take. We're getting kind of funny tracks. So hopefully after this we start getting some 3-lap tracks and we get good ones with lots of alternate paths I can show you guys, because so far I haven't been able to do many, but I'm going to skip ahead. Okay, we're here at the track now. I got some good items. I was bagging. Let's see if I can make up some spots. See, that's the other thing, is there's just one lap after an intermission, so I just take shortcuts like that, and then I end up not taking the alternate routes, although I don't think there's any alternate routes on this track. We're not getting the best tracks for this. Like, where are the alternate routes in this one? I should use that sooner. Oh, I still got first. It's happening. It's happening. We got a 3-lap track. I actually just got another intermission and just like quit out. And now we got a 3-lap track. Everybody stay calm. Okay. Let's see how this goes on an actual track. Hopefully I can show you some actual long cuts now, because I don't just have one lap to do it, I have 3. And this track has a couple. See here, I'm just going to take the normal path. I guess that's kind of like taking a weird alternate route, to just take the normal path and not take either of those shortcuts. Although skipping shortcuts isn't really taking a long cut, it's just skipping a shortcut. You know, it's only worth doing that for this video if there's an alternate path that's longer instead, like a unique one. But
hey pal, you just blowing from Stupid Town?
I totally forgot where the ramp was. Oh, these long cuts feel so weird. It takes so much focus to not take my usual path, and then to try and remember like how to end up where I'm supposed to end up for these long cuts. But this rail is nice and easy, so I don't mind taking this one, although it's like the worst long cut in the game. You get nothing out of that other than losing a bunch of spots. There's no coins on that rail, there's no items, and it takes that turn so slow. So at this point I'm just bagging and getting shocked. I think bagging is a key strategy when you're trying to take the longer routes and still win. You kind of just accept on the first couple laps you're going to be near the back because you're going to take these long routes. But you should get good items, and then on the last lap, I mean, if I was like super incredible, I could take the long cut on the last lap too and still win, but I'm not. I need to switch it up on the last lap and take the shortcut, or else I won't be able to do it. Please. Okay, good. I did it. Thank goodness. I just had to remember where that ramp was. Okay, this time let's take the rail on the right. This is also not a super common path. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, it's better than taking the one on the left, because that one on the left is just such a brutal wide turn. There was an early shock, so will there be another shock? Who knows? I feel like it's less likely when we've already had one, but it could happen. There's 2 mega mushrooms around me, but I think I'm alright. Not taking the shortcuts, even though I took one a bit earlier. It is the 3rd lap though, so I might have to break my rules a little bit. How about I still go for this thing though? Let's go for this long cut here. In my mega. This is not optimal in the slightest. But I have a golden. And at this point I just have to go for it. I can't take any more weird routes or I'll just be throwing. I would like to, but I don't want to just throw the race. See if I can pass some people here. Oh, I passed a bunch of people there, but I'm still like... Oh, 9th is okay. Okay, that last race went so much better. I was able to show you a long cut, at least one long cut on every lap on that track. I think I'm just only going to record the 3 lap tracks I get. It's going to take a while because there's so many intermissions that I get. But for the reasons we discussed earlier, it's just not really worth showing the intermissions because, you know, like I said earlier, it's just one lap, one chance at a long cut, and then the race is over. So these 3 lap tracks are a lot better for showing the alternate routes. There I'm staying a bit wide to the left when I would normally take that charge jump shortcut off the first boost panel. And let's stay right here because I usually go left and do the charge jump shortcut. Let's see if I can get up on this secret hidden path over here. Nope, I shouldn't have wall jumped off that. If I just detached, I would have made it up onto that platform. There's nothing up there though, it's not really worth it to be honest. I'm just bagging at this point, but I'll take alternate route. Let's see if I can do this one to the right. Oh, I had too much speed to get on the rail and not enough to get up on that little section over there. Let's see if I can do it better on lap 2. There's also a little section off to the left when you drive off the top of that canyon, but that section off to the left is just like way out of the way, and there's not really much about it that's useful. I never go over here though, there's a couple coins, and it does feel safer other than this mega mushroom behind me. Okay, I think he's kind of going to the right, yeah. Okay, let's see if I can get on that platform again. This time I'm going to wall ride and then just detach. Wall ride, let myself detach, and get on this rail. There we go. I find that surprisingly hard without a mushroom, that's why I used like one... I pressed the golden mushroom once, was just because like, without a little bit of a speed boost, I find it surprisingly hard to get on that rail. Oh, I barely made that. Yeah, that's the left section I was talking about. Way out of the way, it cost me a few spots, but that's the point of this video, is to take routes we wouldn't normally take. I can't really see much use for that one, especially since it's near the end of the lap. It just doesn't really seem to do much for you. Whoops. Okay, I'll keep taking my long cuts here. I feel bad when I get to the 3rd lap and I just take a bunch of shortcuts. Kind of defeats the purpose of the video, so I'll keep taking my weird routes, but at some point you do have to kind of just go for it. So, should I do the charge jump shortcut here? No, I'll do my funny route. And then after that, I'm just gonna go for it.
Help me!
Oh, I missed the rail and got stuck on that post for a little bit there. Okay, I need a double item box, so I can't make it up on top of the cannon this time. And yeah, I did long cuts for too long, and now I won't be able to get a good spot. You kind of have to just go for shortcuts on the third lap. I'll do this world record time trial strat at the end. It didn't gain me any spot. Okay, Boo Cinema, and it's for 3 laps this time. We got this track earlier, but it was part of an intermission. I would love to finish first in a race where I took long cuts throughout the race. I know I got a first place finish earlier in the video, but I don't feel like that one really counts because it was an intermission, so I only had to do 1 actual lap. And I don't even know if I took any long cuts during that lap. Probably not. I guess that was a bit of a shortcut there that I probably shouldn't do. This track, I guess I could take that rail on the left, get a few coins. Doesn't really lead anywhere though. Same with this rail on the right. They're just rails. I don't know if I need to ride on every rail just because it's there, but this rail is an actual alternate route, I would say, because it takes you up here where you get a few coins, and then you can switch over to this rail and get 3 more coins. So that's kind of the main alternate route on this track that I'm going to take, probably on all 3 laps. I usually don't ride these rails, so I could do that a little bit different, but yeah, there's not much else on this track in terms of secret paths or anything. If I had a feather, then I could get up high at this upcoming part. I'll kind of show you, like after this boost panel here, if I was to like charge jump, and then I had a feather, I could actually land up on this rotating film reel, like on the top of it, and grind along the edge of it. So that's kind of a cool alternate path, but I don't think I'm going to be getting a feather. I'll take this rail again. This race is actually looking pretty good. I might have a shot at... Well, I shouldn't say it. I don't want to jinx it. Whenever I say that in one of my videos, I just end up losing immediately. Yeah. I jinxed it. Now I'm going to start getting hit with stuff. Whoa, that Shy Guy has shells around him. Oh, I was just about to cut the corner bit there. Yeah, this is where people are going to start to pass me, but they use their shock, so I don't really have to worry about a shock. Coin box with 20 coins is not what I wanted. I'm going to go... Oh, man, I got a draft I didn't want, and it threw me into that green shell. I'm going to go for a double. Oh, Donkey Kong, get out of the way, bro. You're killing me, DK. Okay, almost got bumped off the track. I'm gonna not take it on this 3rd lap because I'm gonna try for the double, but there's a lot of people around, so I probably won't get it. Okay, I got it. I braked a little bit just to try and get it. I'm gonna just golden and just go for this and just see if I can... Oh, I even got the trick there too. It gets so crazy at the end of this track. The bomb explosion at the end. 5th is alright. Beach is a great one for this. I'm going to probably just keep racing until I get 1st place and then end the video. Hopefully I can get 1st while mostly taking long cuts, maybe breaking that rule near the end of the race just to be able to get into the front and finish 1st. But this track will be cool. I can show you a couple different alternate routes. The first one is not really that important. It's just over here. You can go off to the left. Just stay away from everyone a little bit, which is kind of nice. Usually I drop back in spots a little bit, which helps me get a good item on the next one. Usually I'm trying to get mushrooms like this so that I can take that shortcut later on in the track. But I can't take the shortcut later on the track because we are doing a long cut video. So I'm going to have to take a weird alternate route there. So it doesn't really matter what items I get right now. I do like having the star though, just in case there's a shock later. So I'll probably just hold on to this star until I get through this upcoming section. And we get more like on the 3rd lap and then I'll use it. So, oh man. Stop bumping me, people. I just want to do my long cuts. Okay, I got on the rail. Eventually. I'll probably chain the star at the next item set. Oh, I couldn't get up on the rooftops. Oh, I can here. Perfect. There's so many different ways to get up on these rooftops. But it's definitely an alternate path. Most people just use the glider and just go straight forward off the ramp because it's a little bit faster. Okay, I just used that there because Toadette is here ruining my life. How did I not get the double item box? Did Toadette like get in front of me slightly with the Mega Mushroom there and steal the double item box from me? I thought for sure I was gonna get the double. Now I gotta try and get it here. I'll go for the one in the middle. Oh, I got ran over. It's over. Terrible. I'll just gold into the end here. Another bomb. That was so bad. I almost came last. Boo Cinema again. Maybe I'll try to get into first, see if I can get a feather and do the feather shortcut this time. Well, is it even a shortcut? I don't know if that's a shortcut or a long cut. I feel like it's a bit slower getting there because you have to charge jump and set up with the feather and everything. But then once you're on that rail, you do take that turn pretty tight. So I guess that's more of a shortcut than a long cut. But it's also kind of rare to get the feather. So I'll try to just get up into a top spot and see if I can get a feather and show you guys that cut. There's so many tracks with like great long cuts that we're just not getting tonight. Instead we get Boo Cinema over and over. And a bunch of intermission tracks too. Not ideal. Well, I guess I can just trick off that rail to get the double item box. That works. Okay, taking this long cut. I have 2 dodge items here. So even though I'm in a spot near the back, I'm looking okay. Actually, I think I'm literally last. I think there's only 17 people in this room. But I love the items I have. Whoops. I'm just gonna have to use that because I was totally falling apart while trying to do that shortcut there. Okay, so that got me into 9th, and now, I just wanted to save it a bit longer because people like to shock right after this item set, so I was going to use it like here. Didn't get an item there either, but there is one more item set. Hopefully there's no shock at this point. Let's, that was the worst timing. I was like, I usually don't take the long cuts on the 3rd lap. Let's go for it. And then just as I did, I got shocked off the track. Brutal. These items are not going to get me into first. Okay, I passed Swoop at the end with the green shell. That's something at least. Okay, Crown City has a few little long cuts. Nothing too crazy, but there's some of them are like right near the start that I'll show you right away here. And this is a pretty good track for bagging, so I think it's okay to take the long cuts that are earlier on and then get some good items and then be able to make a little push at the end. Still trying to get my first like legit win while taking the longer path. So far it's not going as well as I had hoped. Maybe there's something to the idea of not taking the longer routes all the time. The point is to strategically implement them when it's in your benefit to do so once in a while. Not to just take the long cuts for the sake of taking the long cuts and taking them all the time like I've been doing. It makes it pretty tough to win, as I'm learning the hard way. So there's a sneaky little path over here that you might not have known about. Doesn't really do much, just a bit of a different route. So yeah, going forward when I'm not doing this challenge, I think I'm just going to use some of these alternate routes, because they can be useful for different reasons, but just once in a while, when needed, and not all the time, because that has been a real challenge, which is the point of the challenge of the video, is trying to... Okay, I see that bomb, so I'm going to have to burn this mega. Oh, and it sent me flying off the track. That was a disaster. I didn't have my drift anymore. So then I used the mega and just tried to turn, but like couldn't turn sharp enough with it. That's okay, we're bagging. So coming up is the alternate path from the last video, where you can get on those street signs. And then you fly through the air for a while, it's kind of fun. Let's see if I can pull it off here. Like that, and then when you land it's kind of awkward because you can't really... Okay, that worked fine. Get on these signs. Okay, that's pretty much all the little alternate routes you can take on this track. So now we're near the end, and I'm just going to make a push for it with my golden. There's almost always a shock here. Like, if somebody has a shock, they're going to use it here, but I do not have a dodge item, so I don't really have a choice other than to just go for it with this golden. And let's see if I can make this... Oh! No! I think I'm just not destined to get a first place today. great question, block ruins. Let's go. This one has some great long cuts on it. I'm looking forward to this one. It'll be fun. Hopefully the outcome is better. I've been getting Mario Kart a lot today. This is going worse than I expected. I thought it'd be tough and I probably wouldn't finish near the top since I'm taking the longer routes, but I thought, you know, on some races I'd just be bagging and then I'd be able to come back. But it seems like I take the long routes, I'm bagging, and then I don't really come back in a lot of these races today. So that's one alternate path that people don't take very often. I like it a lot. It's a lot safer. It's pretty chaotic down below, so when you can get up on that rail, it's pretty nice. And this is another one here. Let's see if I can get on this rail over here. Nope. I fell off. Cool. Well, there's always next lot. And then after that, I don't think there's much. I'll just cut across here. Because again, long cuts are not necessarily avoiding shortcuts. It's just taking weird alternate routes when they're there. That was a really early shock. Super weird. But I'm okay with it. I was pretty much on a boost panel, so it didn't really affect me much. I'm actually going to do my usual charge jump onto this rail here. Because last time I didn't go on the rail, and then I got bumped around a lot. Oh, but I guess I could have left trick there to get up on that wall. I've never done that before, but I think I could do it. Maybe on the third lap it'll happen, we'll see. Okay, this time I'd like to land on that rail, so I'm not going to go too far left like last time. There we go. And I'll just take it straight. You can go off to the right and ride a rail up onto that high platform, or you can like trick left off of it and take the shortcut still. It's like a bit of a funny variation of the shortcut. I'm going to hit this guy off the track and get to third. Okay, third place, last lap. This might be my last race of the day unless I totally bomb it and get Mario Kart again, then I'll be doing more. I don't want to end on a bad race. There's been a lot of bad races. Oh no! Okay, I'm going up. The horn won't really come in handy because I'm not taking the common routes right now. So people aren't really going to be around me is what I mean by that. Let's go for this. Oh, I did it! And then mushroom across here. Cool. It's too late for that to do much. Oh, he has a horn! Third place is great. I don't think I'm getting first today. I'm going to wrap up the video. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe for more Mario Kart World.